Hey guys, I wanted to make a little video today. I really meant to get going sooner so it wouldn't be so dark, but I had all my stuff and I was walking out the door, and then I had to go to the bathroom really bad, so I turned around, went back in, and then I walked out and shut the door and left the keys inside. So I was locked out of my house. So I had to take care of that. And now, finally, I'm on the road. I'm going for a ride to take back the 5-gallon bucket. There's a 5-gallon bucket on the back of my bike. Hopefully you can see it there. And I was over at a friend's house. We were having some lunch, and he gave me, he has orange trees. One thing about living in Panama is a lot of people, they have fruit trees, banana trees, plantain trees, avocado, mango, oranges, all sorts of trees, and when that stuff gets ripe, they don't know what to do with it. There's so much fruit growing back there that they're like, please take some of this fruit. So they loaded us up with a bucket of oranges. We came home and made orange juice, the wife and I. So you really don't even have to buy fruit sometimes. You just get it, you'll just have it given to you, because people feel bad about letting it go to waste. Especially when it's mango season. I don't know if you've ever seen a mango tree before, but they are colossal. I always thought like apple, orange, mango, they're all, like those sorts of fruit trees are all kind of the same size, right? Well, mango trees are giant. I'm going to pass a big one. There's a big one at the hospital. I'll point it out if I remember. But today I wanted to talk about Repo cruises, or repositioning cruises. There are cruises out of Panama. Royal Caribbean operates out of the port of Colón in Panama. And a couple times a year, that boat, it isn't just always there. It has to reposition to other ports, depending on what season it is and where they need the boat to be. So a repositioning cruise is a one-way cruise that you can go on, and because it's one way, they're usually much cheaper than your average cruise. And they seem to change year to year. I've been watching them. I always wanted to take one. Last year there was a Repo cruise from Panama to Spain. So you would sail one way. It was 14 days, and if I remember right, it was a $600 ticket. So you're on a cruise, partying for 14 days for 600 bucks. The reason they're cheap, the drawback is you only go one way. They don't return you to the same port. So it makes a lot of sense if you live somewhere close to a port and you can jump on the boat. That's a mango tree back there, the tall one. If you can see that. Big trees. So right now there's a couple. I'm gonna post a link to Royal Caribbean's there's the search page for the Repo cruises, and on that page there's 2 cruises that have Panama. Either it's leaving from Panama or it's arriving in Panama, and both go from, I think, Miami to, it's either way. You're either going from Miami or you're going to Miami. And it's a 3-day cruise, which is kind of a bummer, because sometimes they have Repo cruises that will leave Panama and bounce around a couple Caribbean islands and then arrive in Miami. And there'll be 7-day cruises, but this is only a 3-day cruise. It goes directly from Panama to Miami. There's no stops. So basically it's just you're using it to travel and, you know, relax on a big, nice, fancy boat for a couple days. But it would still be cool. I would still like to do it, especially because it's only $99 a person. That's cheaper than a plane ticket. I'm about to be killed. Never mind. So cheaper than a plane ticket. you just, as long as you're not in a hurry to get from point A to point B, you can come down here on a vacation. And I think the next one is April 15th, and it leaves from Cologne on April 15th and arrives in Miami 3 days later. So you fly down here, you have your vacation, and then you sail home. And that would be one heck of an awesome way to end a trip in Panama, by sailing on one of those amazing cruise ships. So that's just something to look out for. I always, once in a while, go back and check and see what the next Repo cruise is going to be and where it's going. And one of these days, the wife and I hope to take one of those cruises somewhere awesome. Like, how great would it be to sail to Spain and just chill in Spain, or whatever, just take the train around Europe for a while after sailing there. So that's something that we dream about and we hope to do, and something that you might not be aware of. Taking a repositioning cruise can be a very cheap way to get from point A to point B if you need to travel that way. Or just a great way to take a cruise, because they're like this one, it only goes from point A to point B, but others, they're just like a regular cruise, except that you start and stop in different destinations. So you may end up having to buy 2 one-way tickets instead of 1 round-trip ticket. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Ride safe, travel far, do it soon.